Welcome to people here in the sanctuary. Welcome to people online. Welcome to people in Forest Hall in the coffee room. Welcome. I am the Reverend Tracy Springberry. I use the pronouns she and her, and it is my delight to serve this wonderful congregation. Everyone is welcome here with us. It doesn't matter who you love, how you express your gender, what your immigration status are. You are welcome if you are depressed and in despair this week, or if you are full of joy and ready to do whatever happens next. Everyone is welcome here. And I just want to say that this week I've been just feeling a lot of awe for this congregation. You make this congregation happen. You welcome people. You're working hard to start 2 services, even though a lot of people are not excited about that. We are working hard to make our building bigger. And you are the people who commit the time, the energy, your money to make all of this happen. So there is a place of inspiration and love in Southwest Portland. So thank you so much for that. So I also want to welcome visitors today. There's a little piece of paper in the seat and in front of you, and if you want to fill that out, you can get a lot more information about us. You get our e-blast, and you can know what's happening here during the week. And that's true for all of you. You can read your e-blast and look at what's happening in this congregation. So now it is time to greet each other. And I would just like you to say something that you thought was wonderful this week. And I would really love if you talked to people you don't know. Okay, greet each other.
We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved, just like a tree that's planted by the water. We shall not be moved. Standing for each other. Standing for each other. We shall not be moved. Standing for each other, we shall not be moved, just like a tree that's planted by the water. We shall not be moved. Speaking up for kindness. Speaking up for kindness, we shall not be moved. Speaking up for kindness, we shall not be moved, just like a tree that's planted by the water. We shall not be hand in hand together. Hand in hand together. We shall not shall not. We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved, just like a tree that's planted by the water. We shall not be moved.
We light this chalice, the symbol of our faith. May its flame burn bright, helping us see all the ways that we are capable of growing love. Let us say our affirmation together. Let us open our eyes to see what is beautiful and what is wondrous. Let us open our minds to learn what is true and what is mysterious. Let us open our hearts to love ourselves and our neighbors.
Good morning, woofers. My name is Scott Winters, and my pronouns are he and him, and it is a privilege to be your lay leader today. Our opening reading is by Kristen Harper, and it's entitled Each Day. Each day provides us with an opportunity to love again, to hurt again, to embrace joy, to experience unease, to discover the tragic. Each day provides us with the opportunity to live. This day is no different, this hour no more unique than the last, except maybe today, maybe now, among friends and fellow journeyers, maybe for the first time, maybe silently, we can share ourselves. Let us take a moment now to reflect on gratitude. The gratitude we feel is expressed here in our community. It moves from our hearts into our hands, from appreciation to participation, from hope into action. We resist a world that teaches us scarcity by practicing gratitude. We resist isolation by choosing connection. We resist fear by opening our hands and being generous. So with grateful hearts and willing hands, we offer what we have and who we are for the work of helping people in our community. And today is Share the Basket Sunday, and our recipient is the Oregon Food Bank. And I know we're all familiar with the Oregon Food Bank. Many of us have volunteered and donate our time and resources. And we thought, because there's so much need right now in our community, we should do this. So that's what's happening today for our offering. And if the host could come forward, we will collect our monetary offering. Thank you so much for your gifts this morning. Shall we say our affirmation of gratitude and giving? Let us be grateful when we are able to give, for many do not have that privilege. Let us be grateful for all those who share their gifts with us, for we are enriched by their giving. And let us be grateful even for our needs, so that we may learn from the generosity of others.
Martin, so this is the time for all ages. If we have any children, they can come forward. You can sit right here on the steps or sit there. Martin Luther King Jr.'s most famous speech was "I Have a Dream." I have a dream, he called from the steps of the Lincoln Memorial to crowds of thousands, that one day on the red hills of Georgia, the sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners will be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood. I have a dream that one day even the state of Mississippi, a state sweltering with the heat of injustice, sweltering with the heat of oppression, will be transformed into an oasis of freedom and justice. I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today. And today we will hear from MLK Jr.'s 15-year-old granddaughter, and this is her dream. We dream a world. Here it goes. No? There we go. Granddaddy and Grandma, you had a dream. We would be judged by what's in our hearts, not by the color of our skins. You were gone before I came into this world, but that dream and so many others lives deep inside me. Everything you believed in still shines like the bright sunshine on a golden horizon. Many ask me, do you plan to follow in Dr. King and Coretta Scott King's footsteps? How will you ever fill their shoes? Do you have what it takes to walk their path? I hold fast to all that you stood for: peace, togetherness, harmony, and love. Granddaddy and Grandma, thanks to your wisdom and determination, I now have my own footsteps, my own journey, my own dreams for our world. And so while I follow your example, I am also ready to lead. I am ready to walk the uncertain road from today to tomorrow. I am ready to keep my eyes on the prize that you set out before us with the power of your vision. Yes, Grandma Coretta, yes, Granddaddy Martin, I am ready. Every day I thank you for the gifts you gave so many of us through your hard work. Because of you, I know that struggle and triumph are bigger than just me. The promise of a new day starts with me. You helped us see the dream. Now we're here to be the dream. The wisdom of your words weaves a rainbow that lights our way. Granddaddy, you told us love is the key. Grandma, you taught us when the heart is right, the mind and body will follow. These words, these keys to our heart, opened the door to all that is possible. My parents reminded me that in your lives together, you shared what came to be called a revolution of values. I'm sorry there are so many problems to endure, You devoted your lives to making our lives better. And now it's my turn to start a revolution that values kindness, truth, equality, and service. There are still rocks in the road. I wish you were here so we could walk it together, because our dreams need the strength of a love so powerful that nothing can stop them or us. We dream a world where school is a safe place, free of fear, no violence spoken here. We dream of a world where guns are not games. Shoot for the stars, not each other. We dream a world where poverty is a memory, liberty, justice, and food for all. We dream a world where the only walls are those that hold safe spaces, and we have windows and mirrors that reflect our unity. Beauty has no boundaries. We dream a world where trees and flowers and the earth's creatures thrive in their right seasons. Spring, summer, winter, fall, honesty is the warmest climate. We dream a world where bullies turn their backs on being mean. Let kindness begin with me. We dream a world where sickness can be driven out by the healing power of hope. Love is the cure. We dream a world where every child can go to college. Education fuels our nation. Reading is believing. Grandma and Granddaddy, so many want to know, how will you honor your grandparents' legacy? The answer is simple. We keep your dream alive by planting our dreams, like trees in an orchard to be nurtured by tomorrow's gardeners. With determined feet blazing a new path, we are ready to take the torch you lit before we were born. We are ready to grip the glistening baton, to hold faith by the hand, to pass it on. We are ready to reach, to rise, to sparkle like stars in a bold blue sky. Our time has come to bring our twinkle, letting everyone know. Spread the word. Have you heard? All across the nation, we are going to be a great generation. From today to tomorrow, we dream a world. So right now, we get an opportunity to consider our dreams for the world. Because it is dreams that fuel the energy in our hearts to keep going forward toward a world where love and kindness guide us rather than power and greed. So you should have got a little piece of blue paper when you came in. And if you don't have a little piece of blue paper, raise your hand and Tree will bring it around to you. There, you might have got a pencil, you might have a pencil. If not, there's often pencils in the seats in front of you for filling out little forms. And so I want everybody to write a dream, maybe 2 dreams if you have enough room. So take a moment to consider the trees that you will plant. There's some over here. So now, if you like, just call some dreams out into this room so we can hear the reverberation of all of our dreams. So if you're willing, call out your dream. Dinosaur. Absolutely.
Understanding and support. Regeneration. Democracy.
Welcoming the stranger.
Fascism is stopped in its tracks.
Have to have an habitat.
That compassion will overtake cruelty.
Clarity and wisdom for those whose views have been clouded.
So thank you. Now let us sing our children to their classes. So now is the time in the service when we remember our joys and our sorrows. Life is full of so much joy and pleasure, and when we share that in community, it grows that joy and pleasure. And life is also full of so much pain and suffering. And when we hold that in community, it makes that suffering and pain a little easier to bear. So we will come forward and drop a stone for your joy or your sorrow. And if you just want to say a word or two about your joy and sorrow, please say your name so people know who you are and share your joy or sorrow. People come up this way and return that way to their seats.
I'm Noreen, and I'm so grateful that I'm making slow progress from my surgeries, and I'm here.
This is both joy and sorrow for the community I lived in Minneapolis for 30 years. Joy for the way they're coming together, and sorrow for what they're experiencing.
In the midst of a week that was, I got up this morning into a dead battery in my car and was reminded of the goodness of neighbors, the kindness of a neighbor who brought me here this morning.
My joy is I picked out my dream kitchen that I've dreamed about since I was like 13 yesterday with my husband. And my sorrow is for my friends in Minneapolis who are on the ground right now doing the work. And I'm scared for them, but I'm very proud because they're very brave.
My name's Rick. My joy is that last night many members of your choir, that did not include me, performed a choral concert showing how the lyrics of biblical scripture and African American spirituals have meaning for us today, especially when sung in a jazzy way.
So I drop one more stone for all the joys and sorrows that remain in our hearts. Oh, and I have a new grandbaby who was born. Now is time for prayer, meditation, or reflection, as is your tradition. We begin with a prayer by Martin Valentine. Loving Spirit, of this and every sacred moment, be with us in times of self-doubt. When we forget that dreams are not born in an instant, but must be nurtured, must be chosen over and over. When the world is telling us that we are dreaming too large, too wild, too unrealistic, or even too small, remind us, gentle, patient Spirit, that any dream worth waiting for is worth working toward. Precious and loving God, today more than ever, we dream of peace. Peace in our hearts, which have been clouded over with promises of a free world that will never come to pass if bought with the blood of war. Dear God, today we dream of peace. Today we dream of peace. Amen.
We're going to sing. Is this, hello? Hello, is that on now? So we're going to sing My Roots Go Down, which may be a new song for some of you. If not, that's great. We're only going to do the chorus because I thought this is such a simple song with simple words and a simple tune that this would be a great opportunity for us to practice improv harmonization. And so we're gonna go through this course probably 5 or 6 times. We'll start with just the tune. Anytime you're ready to add harmony, just go ahead and let's see what beautiful music we can make. My roots go down, down to the earth. My roots go down, down to the earth. My roots go down, down to the earth. My roots go down. My roots go down, down to the earth. My roots go down, down to the earth. My roots go down, down to the earth. My roots go down. My roots go down, down to the earth. My roots go down, down to the earth. My roots go down, down to the earth. My roots go down. Don't be afraid to try it. My roots go down, down to the earth. My roots go down, down to the earth. My roots go down, down to the earth. My roots go down.
One more time.
My roots go down, down to the earth. My roots go down, down to the earth. My roots go down, down to the earth. My roots go down. Lovely up here.
These two readings are from Martin Luther King Jr. Our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter. The ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands at times of challenge and controversy. This reading is from Organizing and Resisting for Cowards by Douglas Underhill. I'm a coward. Obviously not a feature I'm proud of, but there you go. What I mean by calling myself a coward is that I let anxiety and fear prevent me from doing the right thing. Not all the time, but too often. From what I can tell, there are a lot of you like me. We talk about how someone should do something, and then we don't get up and do something ourselves. I talk to a lot of people like me, and I'm with them in book groups, and I see social media posts from them, and I hear it when we talk. We share something we agree with. We post a meme. We discuss a book. But we're not in the streets. We're not at the meeting. We will now receive a musical gift from our Special Music Collective.
People say to me, oh, you gotta be crazy. How can you sing in times like these? Don't you read the news? Don't you know the score? How can you sing when so many others grieve? People say to me, what kind of fool believes that a song will make a difference in the end? By way of a reply, I say a fool such as I, who sees a song as somewhere to begin. A song is somewhere to begin. A search for something worth believing in. If changes are to come, there are things that must be done, and a song is somewhere to begin. People say to me, oh, you gotta be crazy. How can you dream in times like these? Don't you read the news? Don't you know the score? How can you dream when so many others grieve?
injustice happens in the world. Some get angry and explode all over social media and rush into the streets. Others, held firm by their values and experience, full of fight, organize rallies and marches, write blogs and editorials, go on podcasts and Instagram, and sometimes on national media. But that is not me. I'm not sure if I am a coward, but I'm certainly coward adjacent. I get very, very heavy, and I pull inside myself. I only consume enough media to get the basic idea. I can barely manage murder and violence on fictional TV, so I am never going to watch it live. I don't want to know enough details to be able to imagine it. I feel like it would crush me. I also don't want to believe that people are terrible. I don't want to believe that about even one person. But when whole structural systems, some with pretty nice people involved, grind out cruelty and death for the sake of privilege, money, or power, I just can't tolerate it. I don't want to believe. I want there to be bad childhood, systems of oppression, or the end of capitalism to explain it all. I don't want there to be a human being so without compassion who will destroy to get what they want. I don't want that to be true. I want to see the spark of the divine in each person. And I don't want to mean that they are a loving, kind dad who assaults and kidnaps brown people for a living. I don't want that to be true. And so I get heavy and pull away. Yet I am so lucky to be a minister because each week I am required to pull myself out of hiding and breathe in hope and remind myself the truth that people together are powerful and love is real. Sometimes the fall out of the grace of that hope can be quick, and it was this week. I got swept so far down that I had to keep kicking myself. Wake up, come on, stay awake, this is really happening. I even made myself read more of the news, filled with lots of out-of-control protesters, check Facebook postings, including one by a US citizen whose car was destroyed by ICE and then was put in detention for hours, and watch, guess, Instagram videos. See, I said, basically grabbing my own head to look. See, those 5 officers are on top of a small brown man? See, look, one is kicking him in the face. See it. It is real. This is fascism in your country. A violent federal police, lawless, assaulting, and killing. Wake up. Do something. Find the hope and the love. But I couldn't this week crawl out of the heavy muck that kept me mired. So I felt lucky on Thursday, my usual sermon writing day, that I had a 3-hour class on effective ministry, then had to do a couple of very important things, and then participated in an action at Target asking them not to support ICE, as they do in much of the country. This action was organized in less than 24 hours by our own Jean Trigstad, so it would happen at the same time as similar protests across the United States. Then on Friday, I did not feel well, and I slept a lot, and in between sleeping, I did the less difficult things on my to-do list. Then it was Saturday. And I don't think I've ever gotten to Saturday morning and not had at least half the sermon done. It was hard. I was so busy fighting a theological battle that gave me so little hope. What was happening was so awful. I don't believe in evil, but always, whatever I believe, evil acts keep happening in our country and across the world, leaving me stricken and horrified. I know there is nuance to every evil act, some justification that makes that evil okay to someone. It's usually believing a story that some other person or group is evil and must be destroyed, an urge to kill others to save oneself and the ones that they love. Which is the problem. If the people doing evil are evil, if they're actually evil, then doesn't that give the people who want ICE to stop the same permission to do whatever? That is not love or justice. But to arrest someone in front of their preschooler, yank people from their cars without cause, blast pepper spray in the eyes of peaceful protesters? No. Just no. No. Time to crawl out, I told myself sternly. But it wasn't until last night, after 2 naps, some exercise in front of the television, and a frantic kitchen cleaning, that I remember the thing I forget and remember and forget and remember. That at some point in my life, I made a commitment to love God with all my heart and mind and soul, and to love my neighbor as myself. It didn't matter whether I felt I couldn't lift my fingers to consult with friends about what to do next. It didn't matter how frustrated I felt about finding the information I needed to get more involved at a neighborhood level. It didn't matter that I didn't want yet another commitment in my life. Because I decided a long time ago that I would act with love to the best of my abilities. So I just have to do the next right thing, dragging my heavy body to lift my fingers to call and text my friends and allies, commit to another internet search or phone calls to people to find out what is happening underground all over Portland, and decide that I will commit to yet another thing. And then somehow I remembered that I had done hopeful things this week. I did them without any tossing or turning because they just came up. They were the next right thing. I went to a class to grow as a minister so I can be more helpful to this community. I went to Target with a group of strangers. And I have some good news. The Tigered Target does not let ICE agents in without a signed judicial warrant. So that is it. There's the hope. We can be dragged down by whatever it is that drags us down: heaviness, cynicism, lack of confidence, fear, anxiety, confusion, too many things to do just to survive, ill health, cowardice. And we can do something anyway, because we decided that was the kind of person that we want to be. We decided to center love, or never become silent about the things that matter, or that our character will be determined how we stand in times of challenge and controversy. We can be dragged down by all the things, and it is our values and our commitments that help us act. And I do not say this to put an avalanche of overwhelm or guilt on anyone. I know some people have challenges that are much more significant than my own. But there is something about not overthinking or feeling whatever stops us, and just doing the next right thing that leads us to our commitments and to our dreams, the next right thing that we are capable of doing. And we can start so small with a song, a greeting to a neighbor we do not know, a training, a call to a legislator or Congress, maybe more than once a week, breathing on purpose to calm our nervous system so we don't act more anxious, amping up all our fear and worry. We can attend a weekly protest, throw a neighborhood potluck, write a big check, or dream the big dream. Imagine 50 to 100 years from now, something that is beautiful, loving, and impossible. Tell people your dream. And just do the next right thing to make that possible. If you want a caring world, care for others. If you want to be a loving person, act with love. Do this all with as much humility and care and love as we possibly can. One reason I get heavy is because I want to solve evil. I want to stop cruelty and violence. That is my truly impossible dream. But you know what? It doesn't really matter. Because I also know just as much as people do terrible things, we do wonderful, caring, loving, kind things. And we have the capacity to grow love and make it larger so it pushes evil away. Let us remember that we are enough to make things well. We will now sing All Will Be Well by Meg Barnhouse, a really wonderful UU minister, writer, and musician who died this week.
Julian, you're holy, you're holding my hand. And Julian, you're holy, you're holding my hand. She said, all will be well, all will be well, all manner of things will be well. I said, Julian, do you not know about sorrow? And Julian, do you not know about pain? I said, Julian, do you not know about hunger? And Julian, do you not know about shame? She said, all will be well, all will be well, all manner of things will be well.
I said, Julian, do you not know about loneliness? Julian, do you not know about disease? Julian, do you not know about cruelty? Said Julian,
it's too much, it's brought me to my knees.
She said,
all will be well, all will be well, all manner of things will be well. She said, no one does not know does not know about sorrow. No one does not know about pain. She said no one does not know about hunger, and no one does not know about shame. She said all will be well, all will be well, all manner of things will be well.
She said no one does not know about loneliness. No one does not know about disease. She said no one does not know about cruelty. She said I know it's too much.
It's brought me to my knees. She said all will be well, all will be well, all manner of things will be well. I said, Julian, you're holy, you're holding my hand. Julian, you're holy, you're holding my hand.
She said
All will be well, all will be well, all manner of things will be well.
She said, baby girl, do you not know about tenderness? Baby girl, do you not know about friends? She said, baby girl, do you not know about the spirit? Dear one, do
Do
you
you not know it's only
love
love that never ends? She said all will be well, all will be well, all manner of things will be well. All will be well, all will be well, all manner of things will be well.
Last night, after I finished writing, I flipped to Facebook to look at the pages of my colleagues who live in Minneapolis. One lives just a block from where Renee Good was murdered, and she directed me to articles in The Guardian and Religious News Service that were published just this weekend. The articles describe the situation: ICE cruising the streets looking for anyone to arrest, ICE breaking into homes without warrants, cars blocking roads left when ICE grabbed their occupants. 80% of immigrant-owned businesses closed. My colleague's neighborhood is a favorite of ICE, as it is a third Latino-Latina, a third Somalian, and a third white people, many who are queer. ICE vehicles drive constantly through the neighborhood looking for people to arrest. But in just a week, the neighborhood got organized. On most corners for the whole day, people work in shifts watching for ICE. If they see ICE, they blow whistles, calling neighbors out of their homes. Others drive the neighborhood in shifts, looking for ICE. They all call into a central dispatch that organizes the response, texting neighbors to respond. Sometimes a line of cars follows an ICE van, blasting their horns. ICE has begun to send out decoy cars to trick these neighbors, but the neighbors are onto it. As some gather around the first car, seeing if it's real, others are even more vigilant, looking for other gatherings of ICE vehicles. Empty schools and closed businesses have become staging areas for supplies for those who cannot leave their homes. Classrooms and even an adult-oriented store are piled with food and diapers and other supplies. A group of Minneapolis parents have started a secure site where people can make monetary contributions and have it distributed to needy families. That is what it looks like when people get organized. That is what love for one's neighbors looks like. Similar hyper neighborhood organized response is growing in Portland. And that's something we can all get involved with in case ICE comes here in the same crowds that it is in Minneapolis, which is possible. So let's go forth remembering that every act we do with love, no matter how small, is a strike against evil. And that is how love wins. We can do this. We extinguish the flame, but not the vision and compassion of our faith. May they stay with us until we meet again. You can stand, and the people in the front face the back, and we will sing, Carry the Flame.